Hello everyone, I hope you're all well, looking after yourselves in this cold season, unless you're a viewer in Australia, of which I have a few fans. Thanks for watching, in which case hope you keep out of the sun and don't get too hot. You lucky people. Anyway, I'm on my way to oh no, I did make a note. Boswen's Menhir. It's just a standing stone, but I've never been here before, so I thought I'd take a hike, as many of my friends suggest I do, and just try not to trip over any heather as I walk backwards, because if I was facing the other way you wouldn't be able to see my face because of the shade. So yeah, I'm walking backwards stupidly to the, forgotten the name of it already, something Menhir, Boswen's Menhir. And it's at the top of a hill, very nice location. I love a low viewpoint, but I'm not sure if it's right for this. So I've got this heather, which is way past flowering, as you can imagine, as it's near the winter solstice, so it's around about December 21st. I can't remember the exact date. So this would be an ideal shot for July time, late June, early July, when the heather's out. Oh well, it's good to know that. At least I can come back again. But for now, I'm not sure if the low viewpoint's good. If I raise I like the foreground, it's great. But if you raise the camera up, you're taking a lot more of the surroundings. So I'm not sure whether that's better. I think then you get my shadow in it again with this long lens. So I'm going to go back down and do my first choice, which is to have it against the sky and zoom in. I'm on my 14-24 super wide, so I think I need to do something like this. Actually, that's pretty nice. So I've got a bit of foreground, I've got my shadow on the left, haven't I? Perhaps I'll go the other way. Yeah, I'm not making the most of that shadow now, though, that from the Menhir. Let's see if I can make more of that shadow. Yes, just lifting the tripod up a bit. I'll do that. Excuse the jerky video. Just trying to show you what I'm doing, but it's not easy. So right now, because I can't see the horizon, I'm going to check the horizon's level, and that's level now. Pretty impressive. It's good to ground yourself, earth yourself when you get to things like this. Earthing is very much a thing I like to do. So now I'm getting earthed by this stone. So if you think about all the animals on the planet, they're all earthed because unless they're birds, obviously, but they're walking on ground, aren't they? They're earthed all the time. Apparently, as soon as you earth yourself, your blood flows more naturally. It's scientifically proven. So yeah, I try to earth myself whenever possible. And I often go out into the back garden and just take my shoes and socks off and stand there on the grass to earth myself. I instantly feel better and find myself sighing as I'm relaxing. So yes, earthing is a thing. It's not just a fad. And since the 1950s, when rubber soles were invented, humans aren't earthed anymore. And that may be contributing to some of our health issues. I'm not sure. But anyway, just noticed the coast. Beautiful blue sea over there. Right, now what I want to do is say a nice big thank you so much to all my supporters, because I've been doing these vlogs for about 2 years now. And I've got subscribers of about 4,700, which is great. Thank you so much. Even though only about 1,000 watch my videos every week now. I don't know what's going on with that, but never mind. I don't care. I've got some loyal supporters, and you're very kind because you support me on my Ko-fi.com page by sending me donations. I really appreciate that, because I've been doing these YouTube videos for 2 years now, and I'm still not earning enough to cover my petrol, and I'm not earning much from my business anymore. I'm retiring next month. I'm not going to retire from doing this because I love photography, and I'm going to keep my business going even though it's only earning peanuts compared to what it used to. And someone the other day even sent me a Christmas card with some money in it, which I thought was great. So thank you so much to all my followers. And I had my biggest donation to my Ko-fi channel the other day, £36. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Oh, the waves are really pounding in now. Fantastic. I'm just hoping this area isn't going to be covered by the high tide, otherwise I'm going to have to wait for a while to get back to the car. Just look at these waves, they're so exciting. Wow, beautiful. I've had to put my camera way back there. There's so much spray coming up. Don't have to buy a new camera just yet, just because of salt spray. Wow, this is exhilarating. I absolutely loved it at Boswell's Men here. Oh, I'll get there eventually. Oh, but this is more like it, isn't it? The beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sea, especially when there's such a big swell like this. Right, let's get my big camera out. So I've come here, I'm near Land's End, and I'm glad I wore my wellies. I think wellies are kind of go anywhere kind of boots, aren't they? Unless you're on the ballroom floor. I can't do a tango. Anyway, this is what I'm after. Longships, which are the lighthouse off Land's End. Now, if you're not from the UK, Land's End is right on the bottom left of the UK. So you've got a witch who is riding a pig, and I'm right at her feet right now. I was hoping to get 3 locations in for this video, but I've only managed to get 2 because it took a lot longer to get to and fro from Boswell's Men here. Oh dear, I'll get used to that name one day. So I'm here at Gwynfor Beach. I've ever said that already, I don't know. Anyway, now you know where I am. Yeah, there's a lot of truisms in life, aren't there? One of them is, things take a lot longer than you think. And I think that's true of a lot of things. They take longer than you think. I'll tell you another great truism, and this is a really good one, this. People don't know what you want unless you tell them. That is such a brilliant words of wisdom. So let that sink in. People don't know what you want unless you tell them. I think it's so true, especially of men. You know, I'm sure most men can understand what I'm talking about when they say, sometimes my wife's in a mood with me and I don't know what I've done. Yeah, I'm sure you can all identify with that. Anyway, so people don't know what you want unless you tell them, so start telling them what you want. So you may have noticed a pattern emerging in my last 3 videos. I'm deliberately going on to the photographer's ephemeris, and there are other apps available, when I'm on the desktop computer at home and I'm figuring out where the sun's going to set, and then I'm trying to find something that's quite a long way away from me, like this lighthouse is now, several miles, and then I'm shooting it with a 400mm lens to make the sun appear big in the frame. The sun's only going to last for about a week, probably less, at its southernmost point before it starts making its way back north again, the sunset and the sunrise. So the sun's setting there, the sun's rising there, it's gradually going to go like that and start setting up there and rising up here. So I'm choosing subjects that are a long way away to make the sun appear large in the frame, because I think that makes for a much more interesting sunset shot than the usual wide angle ones. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but I just love making the sun loom large in the frame. I was hoping to do a 400mm with a ball of, a large ball in the sky, but I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. However, all is not lost. It's still good. It's pretty windy, so even though I want to protect the front element of my camera, the front element of my lens, from the spray which is coming off these big waves, I don't want the extra kind of wind resistance that putting a hood on creates. So I've kept the hood off and I'm just cleaning off the front element of the lens every now and again. Because I can't stand camera shake, it just ruins a shot, whereas a bit of mist on the front of your lens isn't going to be so bad. Ooh, exhilarating. Got a long walk up a steep hill with my wellies on. But hopefully, if I've got a few good shots, I'll have a nice warm glow about me. So another week where I'm pretty darn happy. Well, that was amazing, but I had to work really fast because the sun was lining up with the top of the lighthouse, and just walking 10-15 yards that way made the sun be either dead on with the lighthouse or slightly to one side, so I was moving a lot. And it's sunk now. Last week I remember going to Nanjizzle, and I was so pleased with those pictures. I mean, two 9 out of 10s in one video. It's just extraordinary. So I'm going to be a bit more confident this time. I think I got a pretty good shot. Well, I thought I was done for the day, but the waves are just crashing in on this beach. And it's just amazing with a long lens looking out to Longship's lighthouse, even if the sun's gone down, 10-15 minutes ago. And the image is mostly grey. And although I could convert it to black and white, I quite like the kind of very muted colours that you get at this time of day. And I'm keeping on taking them with my 5-second timer because the waves are just so crashingly fantastic. Is there such a word as crashingly? Anyway, there is now. It's just fantastic. Honestly, I thought my shooting was over. This might be even better than the sunset. Oh, Oh. There's a dead seal over there, which is a bit sad, but it does look like a pretty old one. So I guess we all have to go sometime, don't we? That's why they say, isn't it, make the most of your time in the sun. I'm certainly doing that here right now. It's fantastic. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. One happy photographer here. Season's greetings to you all, and I'll see you next time. God bless.